Today, we're really getting into a fascinating game from the 2025 FIFA Club World Cup. It's Manchester City versus Wydad AC, played over in Philadelphia.
That's right. And it was, well, let's just say it wasn't your average match. Our sources paint a picture of a game that had a bit of everything.
Exactly. We're talking about high stakes, some really unexpected moments, things that, stick with you long after the whistle.
It's a great example of how these big tournaments can be so unpredictable.
And when we say unpredictable, we should probably mention the chaos, maybe. The drama, flares, super fast goals. It was quite the event.
Definitely. And I think this deep dive really shows how quickly things can unfold in these high-pressure games.
Yeah.
It's not just about the skill you see, the athleticism,
Right.
but also those off-field moments, the split-second decisions that end up shaping the whole narrative. We've got sources that give us a pretty full picture beyond just, the 2-0 scoreline.
Okay, so let's start at the beginning. Because Manchester City, they didn't waste any time, did they?
Not at all. An explosive start is putting it mildly.
Phil Foden, just 111 seconds in, that's less than 2 minutes, scored what's apparently the fastest goal of the whole tournament so far.
Yeah, incredible speed. And it wasn't just a lucky break. It came from Haaland, actually. His shot was saved.
Oh, okay.
But Foden was just there, right on the spot, ready, anticipating, tacked it in.
Wow. That kind of start must just send shockwaves through the opposition.
Oh, absolutely. Think about Wydad's game plan. Whatever they had planned for those opening minutes defensively, poof, gone.
Right, instantly out the window.
Exactly. They're immediately on the back foot, chasing the game. It's a huge psychological hit, not just being one goal down.
So you can almost picture the energy shift in the stadium. And it sounds like City really used that. They built on that early momentum.
They did. The report suggests they pretty much controlled things after that. Wydad, even though they're the African champions, they really struggled.
Yeah, finding it hard to even get out of their own half, from what I read.
City's tactical setup, combined with that early goal, just let them dictate everything, the pace, the possession.
And they weren't content with just one goal either.
No, they kept the pressure on. And just before halftime, they got the second. Jeremy Doku this time.
Another key moment. How did that one happen?
It was a really nice volley, actually. Came from a corner kick, taken by Foden again. Perfectly timed ball in. Doku meets it. Bang.
Yeah.
2-0.
So Foden involved again. What a game for him.
Definitely influential in that first half. And that 2-0 lead going into the break, well, it felt pretty decisive at the time.
Yeah, you'd think, okay, City are cruising now. Comfortable lead, playing well. But the story wasn't just happening on the pitch, was it?
No, not at all. This is where things took, let's say, a different kind of turn. The focus shifts to the stands.
The Wydad AC fans.
Yes. Reports describe a pretty intense situation, flares being lit in their section.
Right, you saw pictures of the smoke.
Exactly. A big cloud of smoke, apparently. Chanting, of course, but also objects being thrown onto the field.
Wow, okay. That obviously stops the game.
It did. Play was halted for a bit. Security had to get involved, go into the stands. It created this really tense, kind of chaotic atmosphere.
It's strange how that can happen, isn't it? The crowd suddenly becomes the main event.
It really does. And it forces this pause, this disruption. You wonder how that affects the players, Does it fire one team up? Does it break the concentration of the other? And it definitely raises questions about stadium security at these big events.
Absolutely. So you've got the brilliance on the pitch, then this, external disruption. Quite the mix. But the surprises weren't even over then, were they?
Nope. Even with City looking dominant, leading 2-0, there was still a late twist.
The red card.
Yeah, Rico Lewis. Straight red card late in the game.
What was it for again? A high boot?
A high boot challenge, exactly. And VAR confirmed it. Video assistant referee stepped in.
Always a talking point, VAR.
Always. In this case, they deemed it serious foul play, endangering the opponent. So, yeah, even though City were well in control of the scoreline, it was kind of a sour note to end on for them.
Especially for Lewis, obviously. Implications for future games, too.
For sure. Disciplinary consequences follow those straight reds.
So, despite that late drama, the final score stood. 2-0 to Manchester City. And that win sealed their spot at the top of Group G.
Correct. Job done in terms of qualification and group position.
So, recapping quickly. We had that incredibly fast Foden goal, City's dominant spell, the docu volley, then the fan-related chaos, the smoke, the pause, and finally a late red card. It really did have a bit of everything.
It's a fantastic case study, really, in what makes football so captivating. It's not just the plan, the tactics.
The X's and O's.
It's the human element, the unexpected. A goal in 2 minutes throws everything up in the air. Fan behavior creates a totally different kind of tension. A refereeing decision, aided by technology, changes the dynamic again.
It's that blend of control and chaos, isn't it?
Precisely. All these layers make it more than just a game. It becomes a spectacle, a memorable event.
And for City, the Club World Cup journey rolls on. They've got Al Ain next, is it? On June 22nd?
That's what the schedule looks like, yes. LA next, and then a big one against Juventus after that. So still plenty of challenges ahead for them.
Definitely. So thinking about this whole match, all these different elements.
Yeah, it really makes you think, doesn't it? How much do these sudden shifts, that super quick goal, the fan disruption, even the red card right at the end, how much do they fundamentally change how we remember and talk about the game? I mean, what does this match tell us about competition itself? About spectacle? It's not just about who wins or loses or the 90 minutes on the clock. It makes you wonder how much of the story is ever truly written beforehand and how much is just, well, improvised in the moment.